Hey guys, Bat7 here back for another video, and today we're here back on my Minecraft Gotham City world once again. And yeah, we're on our second island here, and last video we looked at the Siona Steel Mill. You guys gave me some really great suggestions for it, I gotta say. I really liked a lot of them. And yeah, I'll be sure to add probably some of them in sometime this week, I guess. I'm really, jammed up with a lot of planning for series and schoolwork, all that sort of stuff. So I do apologize, and I realize that it's been a little while since I made a video. I do apologize. I've had actually the main focus of today's video, the main building we're looking at, I've had that done for about a week now. I've just been really busy, so I apologize. But yeah, sometime this week, I promise, I'll be sure to to add in your guys' suggestions. And if I ever do an update video on this island, which will probably be in a very long time from now, considering I haven't even done one on my Wayne Manor yet, and I've actually added quite a bit to it. I will need to do that. So yeah, whenever I do it, maybe you'll see your suggestion in there. But thank you guys once again for that. And yeah, also before we actually looked at the Siona Steel Mill, we looked at the stacked deck. Before that, Ace Chemicals, and before that, there have been so many buildings we've done over here on my first island, as well as my Wayne Manor and Batcave. So if you haven't seen any of these videos, be sure to go check them out on my channel. I do have a playlist where they're all located. Minecraft New Gotham City. You guys can go right into the playlist, have a look. If you've missed one of them or all of the videos, just go and you can watch them right there. Every time I upload a video on this world, I am almost always sure to add them into that playlist. So yeah, if a new episode's uploaded or whatever, it's probably going to be in that playlist, so you guys can go check that out if you want. I'm sure this one will be there for sure. So yeah, now to have a look at the island before we get into the focus of today's video. That building's still not done. No shocker there, that ever since I got onto this island, this building's been the same. There's even still that one hole in the wall in the back. It hasn't changed. I haven't got around to it, to be honest. I am quite busy, but yeah, I will get around to it eventually. Over here, Daggett looks quite different. I've actually been messing around with it a little bit in the sense that I felt there was too many windows on there, so I'm playing around with it, but I'm not liking how this no window-ish sort of wall is going right now. I tried to add fewer windows. It's not looking so great, so I may change it up, and yeah, this is definitely going to be different before the final video and everything when I look at it. So yeah, keep that in mind if you're looking at it like, what the heck is that? Just be sure that I will fix that. I'll add some detail or something. But I believe that's everything. I do have some windows to change on a lot of these buildings, but besides that, it's pretty much nothing's really changed. I do have a lot to do though, so I guess I'll have to do that sometime in the next few videos. Hopefully more has been changed. But now onto the focus of today's video. I'm rambling on. Okay, so the Light and Power building. Quite an interesting building, I gotta say. It's very different from anything I've built so far. I did really want a design like this for this building, but obviously I can't make a design like that because that is already on this building, and well, I needed to make it something different. So what I did, I went with the same pillar idea I did with that building. No beacons this time though. As you can see, I like beacons on my factory buildings. I mentioned that last video during this building here. But I do like beacons on my factory buildings. This building, however, I kind of felt that it was more of a power plant, so I didn't add any beacons on the outside. But I did have the pillar idea. I added that there. And to change it up from this, to make it look different, I decided to use stairs. And the way I did it is that I put them kind of, facing each other like this, and had it so that it looked more circular. And that really changes it up and makes it look like a completely new design, especially compared to this building, considering this is very square. It's quite different that this is, kind of more circular and that sort of stuff. So it's quite cool to have it kind of circular on the top and the bottom. Well, as circular as you can get in Minecraft. But yeah. So what else have we got here? I decided not to add this sort of middle sort of strip going across. I really wanted to, but I mean, it would look too much like that building, so I went against it. But like I said, I really wanted that design, but I think I may do with what I had here. I think it looks nice. It still looks really cool. But yeah, I do like the light bulb on the front as well. It looks really nice, a lot better than the old letters I used to have there. For those of you who've seen the previous videos on this island, I used to have just big blue letters saying Light and Power, and that really didn't match, number one, the electricity up here. Just having like this sort of goldish block up here and then having blue letters on the front didn't really make sense. It didn't really match to me, and I figured this light bulb looks a lot better with it. So I tried making a light bulb. I used gold blocks. I settled though on yellow stained glass, and if you can look here, you can actually see right through it, and that kind of bothers me a little bit. You can see like the stone brick behind it. It does bother me a little bit, but there's nothing I can really do about it, and I do like it better than just having just gold blocks there. So I decided to just kind of go with it, and I gotta say it looks alright. It looks pretty nice. Moving on to the sides here. Now the sides are quite different from most of the sides I've done lately. Normally you can see right here we have two sort of like shipping or loading areas on the sides. The stacked deck had a parking lot on the side of it. This, however, doesn't have anything on the side of it at all. And this is more like the sort of thing I used to do back on my first island. There was a lot more buildings that didn't really have anything going on the sides. I focused more on buildings more than stuff on the sides. But on this island, I decided to, space them out a little bit more, have stuff on the sides, have room for that sort of stuff. And yeah, the sides are definitely quite different in that sense. It kind of goes back right to the first island where we used to just kind of have them all like right next to each other, and the parking lots would obviously be on the front, which is quite squishing. I don't really like this, but it's all I can do about it. But that's the sides for you guys. The top up here, we've got some iron bars, and the iron bars really just sort of pop out to me because it's something I haven't ever done on any of the roofs of my buildings. And the reason I did this, originally I was going to have some sort of fence up here. Didn't really like the look of that. I changed it around a little bit, and I kind of settled on this, sort of having like a railing. And it still does really stand out. And the reason I wanted this to stand out is because, I mean, look, there's electricity flowing on top of the roof. I mean, don't get me wrong, this would be an awesome fight scene up here. I would go for that. Hey, I'm hinting, guys. Maybe it might be an episode of my series, who knows. But yeah, this would be an epic fight scene up here with electricity flowing everywhere. It'd be so cool. But I do want to get the message across that you should not be up here. Like, this is crazy. Unless you're Batman or someone else who can probably not get hurt by this, or handle themselves up here without dying and stuff. I would definitely recommend not coming up here. So in order to get the message across, I decided to make this sort of railing here with iron bars. And like I said, very different from any building I've ever done on this island. And it really just kind of stands out. So yeah, it definitely kind of gets that whole word across, like, don't go up here. And it just kind of looks more cautious, like kind of fenced off, like you shouldn't be here. As you can see, like I said, these sort of roofs aren't like that at all. There's half slabs here. I mean, you could literally just walk off the building if you wanted to. The half slabs don't really do anything. They're just kind of there for some sort of holding you back, some sort of ledge almost to hold you back. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about these things. I don't know what these are called. Number one, I have no clue at all what these are called. I looked around, I looked it up. I asked a bunch of friends. I took pictures of it. Everyone knew what I was talking about. They just didn't know the name. So if you guys have a name for this, let me know, because I'm lost. But this is not my area of expertise, this sort of stuff. But I definitely like to know what it's called, because it does look quite cool, and I like the electricity flowing through it. It looks nice. I decided to put some stairs down here. I was just messing around with some design one day. I started putting half slabs down and actually kind of made this sort of design. I don't know what this is. It could represent that everything is working properly, everything's online. It could be something else. I don't know. Whatever you guys want it to be. I just think it looks really cool. And it definitely looks really awesome. So, yeah, I just kind of added it in there for a little bit of design on the top. So, yeah. Now, I believe that's everything on the outside. We can now move ourselves in to the inside. I'm going to be honest, guys. The inside, there's not a whole lot going on. And I really need some help on the inside. I know I asked in the last video for help. I promise next video will not be like this. I have everything planned out next video. Everything's done officially. But the inside of this was quite tricky for me. I didn't really know where to start. I did make some generators right here to, obviously transport the electricity all the way throughout the different islands of Gotham. But besides that, I was completely lost. So if you guys have any ideas, please let me know. Well, we'll start over here. We've actually got some computers here. And I tried to make sense of this the best I could, because like I said, this is not my area of expertise. But basically I had some monitors here to monitor the power levels of all these different generators, as well as this giant screen up here, which is doing the same thing. I know number 3 looks really wide, but obviously I wanted to make it even to the room. And the room, obviously, it's sort of even here. It's not odd, so I can't have it so that it works out correctly. So this had to look kind of weird. I could obviously change these, like make them all 2 blocks. It would make the screen a lot bigger, but if you guys want me to do it, if it bothers you that much. It kind of bothered me a lot at first too, don't get me wrong. I'm the sort of person who would look at this and be like, okay, that looks really weird. But it did kind of bother me a little bit, but then I kind of got over it. I just, got used to looking at it. If you guys really want me to make all the sort of bars like this, just let me know. But I really don't want this to be uneven to the room, so I'm not gonna move this over 1 block or anything, just because I think I'd rather have it this way than have it uneven to the room. But yeah, some community monitors here, like I just said. We got some buttons, levers, all that sort of stuff. Now this here, I've actually got a green button and a red button. I sort of just played around with this idea. Basically, the whole point of it is that if you want to turn off all the generators at once, there's a giant red button if you want to do that. If you want to shut off all of Gotham's power, there is a button sitting out in the open right here for anyone to touch it. So Joker could literally come in here and turn it all off. Not really Joker's MO though, but I mean, I guess if he ever wanted to do that for some reason, if it's Joker's style, he would do that. So there you go. But it's not really his sort of thing to do that. But if it was, there's the button right there. And if you after you turn it all off, basically, there's a button right here to turn it all back on, which is green. So it's just kind of really simple. I just didn't really know what to put here, so I just kind of threw it on. But I think it's kind of a cool idea. Just have like a green and a red button here. One to turn everything off, one to turn everything back on. Yeah, that's the computer areas over there. Now the generators themselves are quite interesting, just because I like the lever idea. And this sort of thing is really interesting to me because I think it's kind of cool that with the button thing, I actually had something that went along with it. This idea here. And that is that if you only want to shut off one generator, let's say this controls the generator for the first island, let's say the whole first island. If I want to turn off all the first island's power, if I didn't want to shut off, let's say, this island's power, I would not, obviously, I wouldn't hit the red button because that would turn off all the island's powers. It would turn everything off. But if I only want to turn off the first island's power, I would come over here and I go doon, 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 doon. So there's a manual option to turn off a single generator if necessary, which is quite cool as well. So yeah, I'm not sure if any of this actually makes sense because, like I said, not my area of expertise. But yeah, I'm hoping this all makes sense to you guys and it actually could be possible in some form or another. But yeah, so I kind of have like these sort of manual things here that can turn the generators on and off. I do have 5. I have one right here. I believe no, it's not number 2. Number 2's right there. Number 3, 4, 5. It's really weird. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's really strange. But that's everything on the bottom floor. Like I said, I'm still really trying to figure out some ideas for down here. Like I said, any suggestions, leave them down below. I'll have a look at all of them. I always read your guys' comments. Okay, so up top here, this is actually kind of cool. I just kind of added some beacons here to make it look kind of cool, and like like electricity's going through it. Everything's turned on. Looks kind of high tech a little bit. I've got some stained glass here just to make it a little bit nicer, and they all just kind of have like these little walkways here to each of the generators, just so you can kind of monitor everything that's going on here and make sure everything's running smoothly. So that's kind of nice, and that's it, guys. I apologize, it's a little bit short on the inside here. Like I said, I've been having trouble finding some ideas, so if you guys have any, please let me know in the comment section below. That'd be great. Also, guys, if you enjoy what went on here today, be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. That would be great. Show your support for the channel. That'd be awesome. As well, be sure to check out my friends, XXWolf55XX and Gotham@759. They make Gotham City videos just like me. They have some really cool Gotham cities, and if you enjoyed this video, I definitely recommend you check them out, as well as my own channel as well. So, yeah, I believe that's everything, guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Next video, we'll be looking at this sort of ice cream factory building. I literally have this one window to do, and I'll be done. So, obviously, there's going to be some Mr. Freeze references and stuff in here. But it's going to be quite cool. Yeah, get it? Ice cream factory? Cool. No one? Really? No one? Alright, fine. Whatever. Just end the video then. Anyway, guys, that is it for me. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I am Bat0867, and I will see you guys all later. Peace out.